paths and mysteries, working side by side. We weavers chart when none to be, sailing day and night. Luminaries chase the truth through boundless wisdom keen. Through tests and trials they'll guide the crew to sights yet to be seen. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall. Our spirit bold and our courage bright, to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Protecting all through strife and storm, seem guardians defend. Their mission pure, their promise sworn, steadfast till the end. Mysticians seek what lies untold, with spells of newfound lore. Lighting paths and opening gates to magic's very core. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall. Our spirit bold and our courage bright, to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name the world will know. Raise the banner, let it fly, united we stand tall. Our spirit bold and our courage bright, to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do.
Alright, everybody, welcome to episode 3 of this season, season 5's arc, The Fated. We have one new card, because, like, we're going to play next month the the Wonderful Cave game, Legally Distinct. There is a card that is called Stock the Shelves, and that lets you make a not artifact level item, but like a relic. I want you guys to, like, put them focused, like things that people want. Target the people that have the cards. Like, target your fellow, like, players to give them things that they really want. Yeah, make a fancy thing. Because when we go, those four go into the Cave of Wonders, they're each going to be able to touch exactly one thing. And if that's your thing, it's going to be cool. That's what I want. But also, if you want to be a little tongue-in-cheek, if you want to be a little mean, make it a cursed thing. Tell me it's cursed, but make it still tempting. So that's what I want to do with that card. But yeah, this game today is going to follow directly after the long RP of the meet and greet in Nefraet-ka. The crew is stepping out of the palace, having had negotiations with Zauset for Tiamat. That is between Krieg and Zauset had negotiations, but this is after that. Right, and let's get started. I'll introduce our players. Oh, and we are still, of course, in Sanguine. All right. So we have Ammon, played by Tofu.
Fair sands to you all.
We have Cash, played by Soap.
Good evening, everyone.
We have Krieg, played by Toast.
Nice to meet you.
We got Midnight, played by Midnight.
Hello, hello.
And we got Vulpa, played by Linear.
It is really hot here.
Yeah, like, so many of you have different views on the temperatures of this. I think you guys are out of the sun, and you are definitely in the palace. So it is probably pretty comfortable.
I mean, if you look at what Midnight's wearing, I'm sure he's very comfortable.
More comfortable I would be otherwise.
Up that one shoulder, probably.
Well, I mean, that's what you do with the one shoulder. You just have to, just expose it just a little bit. That's how you regulate heat,
Yeah.
right?
Makes sense.
Also love that Midnight probably had extensions done. Let's go.
He
Extra
saw
fluffy.
Karam's mask and was like, I want one.
Needs more hair.
So, as you are all leaving the castle, this is... Ooh, I'm sorry, one second.
How about them sports?
Right, how
Yeah.
about those...
How about them sport ball? Yeah,
That local team doing good,
yeah.
I hear.
Gotta be indifferent to how it happens.
Sorry, okay, sorry about that, everybody. Malashet Zauset, that is this adorable little desert cat that you do not call him cute. You do not call them cute. They are not cute. They are the Malashet, which is the leader of Nefraet-ka, as it is a dynastic leader. And they are Malashet because their father was Malashet, and their father before them was Malashet. And they are waving goodbye. Think, Krieg?
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll a 20-sider. Oh, are my 3D dice not on? Oh my god, I'm a failure. I rolled a 3, Krieg. You can use as many tag points and as many tags as you want to get a better deal than the Malashet got on you. You just get... How many 20-siders do you want to roll?
Well, of course, I'd like to probably use the... I'll go 3. The known, negotiator, and rich. These 3 right out the gate. Give me 4.
You want to... Okay, just to make sure that you have a better deal, all you have to do is beat that 3. But I'm fine you spend it all. That's absolutely...
Hey, if you're gonna give it to me, I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, for sure. Roll me 4 20-siders.
And I used
Wow,
all of them.
you still didn't even do great. You really had to match wits with this guy. Like, they were amazing at it.
But I'm still slightly better.
Still slightly better. You beat them. Like, you get the better end of the deal. But I think that is the conversation as we make to heading to the streets of Nefraet-ka. Wait, where's Ammon? Oh, there's Ammon. Okay.
I didn't make it.
That's who didn't make it.
I can't believe you lost Krieg, guys. You know, we
Oh,
knew
that
him
was
so
very
well.
quick.
Rest in peace.
I'm sure
Just
he'll
wandering
find his
out.
way through us. Capitalism has a real good way to find you anywhere that you're at.
Plus, I got my prophet, my friend over there, Midnight. Praise. Cool.
Krieg didn't make it into any of these. Okay. So, as you are walking out of the palace. They still call it a palace. It is in the shape of a pyramid, but it's not a tomb. And Nia looks over, making sure that she is out of earshot of Zalset. She's like, okay. All right. Hello, Ammon. It's been a long time.
Too long, in fact. I hope that you have been doing well.
I mean, under the circumstances, it's just things are worse than Nick's let on.
I kind of figured that.
The Marishet doesn't know everything. Sorry, the Marishet. The Marishet doesn't know everything. There is more to this, and motions to Cash, Vulpa, and Midnight. There's a element of nightmares involved, and we were hoping that you three could aid us in this.
Well, you've certainly called the right people.
I
I
just happen to be
suppose.
here.
Yeah, might as well. See what we can poke around and do.
He turns and looks at Krieg, like, jumps a little bit. She's like, oh, yes. Hello, Mr. Vernix. I didn't know you were still here.
Well, after that lovely debate, deal, I was going to wander the city, and then I saw Midnight. I was like, oh, I wonder what he's up to. And so I tagged along because I don't really have a good reason.
Oh, I mean, you are a senior officer in Lockstitch. I'm sure that you would most certainly be included in the orders ask for help.
I don't want to impose, but since you said so nicely, I guess I will follow along. Where are we going now?
We have to go to the Order's shrine within the city. It's a long walk, but maybe I'll give you all a little tour.
Yeah, this is my first time in the city, so it'd be great to see you around.
I'm interested to see what all has changed in the almost a decade since I've been here.
I mean, having a better clue as to where we may be having more relations and things would be worthwhile.
Yeah, despite the heat, I definitely want to take a look around.
Oh, I've got an umbrella here for you, Midnight. I'll just climb up on your shoulders and then open up the umbrella.
You
Oh,
are all
that's the
underground.
reason you wanted to follow along.
Oh, right,
This-
yeah, sorry.
Nefraet-ka is underground. It's still warm. It's still quite warm. I'm not at all saying that it's not hot as hell for Midnight and Vulpa here. But a parasol here does us no good.
Yeah, first time here, I don't know all
Oh,
your...
absolutely. Sorry. This is not talking to you. The glyphs don't actually give off a heat. We are merely feeling the residual heat from the sun on the Sanguine sands. Technically,
Okay.
it's like an oven.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is.
So I put away the parasol and take out a fan?
Ash just
Then she
fanning
says that,
himself with his journal the whole time.
and then she says the thing that everybody says in third grade. Actually, that's gonna make you hotter. 'Cause
I
you're
almost
moving
said
your
that.
muscle.
Well, you know what? When the sun is a deadly laser, I will take whatever I can.
Most things most things in the world are bad for your health. So what's one little bit? One little bit.
Y'all, it's not even that hot.
I will remember that when we go back to my homeland.
To be fair, you're from here. I'm from some very, very cold mountains.
I used to live by the sea, so we didn't really have to worry about it.
As you are making your way through, you are seeing glyphs, and what they are basically advertisements hanging in the air. Krieg, some of them reek of capitalism. Some of them basically make dollar signs appear in your eyes. You can see, like, for yeah, there's a big jewelry market down here. Like, real gold advertised all over the place. It's just like uncut gems style. And then you start to see, like, artifacts and antique shops. Ammon, those shops are the newer ones.
Sounds like a
And
great place to set up shop.
yeah, it's like, yes, there's a huge market for ancient goods. They've been appearing all over the Sanguine Sands recently.
Sell some goods, sell some food, make it good for everybody.
Treasure hunting's becoming a large market.
Is
Okay,
it
now I just
really?
need to find a good building for this.
Sorry, Ammon?
I was just asking, is it really? The treasure hunting becoming a big thing here?
Oh, it's like a gold rush. Like, I'm sure you've seen many of the tented cities on your way here.
Yeah, that was also quite interesting.
Makeshift villages crafted by anthropologists and archaeologists and treasure hunters that are looking for. She motions to a stall, and you see fabrics of. And you would recognize them as relics of this place. The rumored vampires that once. The vampire empire that once ruled the Sanguine Sands.
The people are just selling this. They're don't. This belongs in a museum, doesn't it?
Does it though? If it's gonna make someone happy, then why not, sell it to someone who can appreciate it instead of just not doing that?
For the rich history of the land and everything, the culture, we'd lose it.
Well, you're just spreading culture to everybody, so everybody has a little bit of it.
Yes, but then it's kept in a private collection that no one from the culture can fully appreciate.
That's why there's so much of it, and it's selling it to everybody, not just private collectors.
Though makes me wonder if the incidentals are truly worth preserving in that sort of manner, but that's neither here nor there.
The Malachette has, and me too, I will be a little honest, I've gotten a little bit of treasure fever myself. It's like I've gone out on an expedition or two. It's great fun. It just seems like there's so much of it. Like, and she motions to the fact that there are dozens of carts. Let me move us to the markets real fast.
The important question is it all real? There's no like none of that knockoff, right?
She's like, oh, what do you take us for? Savages of the Node?
I'm just saying, if there's so much of it, then that's the first question that comes to mind.
I'm actually, no, hold on one moment. Like, rewind just a little bit. I don't want to make that like racist. It felt racist when she said it. She's like, we are not some thieves like you might find in the Node. Not a lot less racist, but like very. Not everybody is from. Everybody from the Node are thieves, but thieves go to the Node to sell things.
Okay.
They congregate more in the node. Sounds like.
Oh, Krieg is also not on this one. Oh, there he is. Little Krieg.
Oh.
He keeps tricking.
I'm just a little guy. I don't know what you want.
Each new
So
space
does
Krieg
it
is
take
getting
much
smaller.
to set up a shop here, or is it just kind of find somewhere unoccupied and then go for it.
Oh, shoot. You don't wanna. You'd have to go through the per diem. And anyone familiar with bureaumancy? It's just a headache.
Gonna point to Cash. That guy.
Yes, I am familiar with pyromancy.
Zhao said really fell into they like fashion, you understand? And in fashion was bureaumancy, and now it is capitalism and treasure hunting. Nefraet-ka has really begun following the fads lately.
Oh, hate that.
I am not that fond of it myself, but Nick says without the tears, we are unable to influence him with any. In any large decision, we are saving what we have in case.
That's the what?
Oh, look at those linens.
Expertly
Uh-huh.
crafted. Look at those. I was just gonna take Naya by the arm and just like, let's go look closer.
Yes, of course, of course. And
Mm.
she reaches out and grabs Cash and does a nod that Cash, you 1000% understand means grab Midnight, and then Midnight, you understand that it means you grab Vulpa, and all of you get really close to have a conversation. While Krieg is checking out the linens. Naya is
over
amazing
the
at
glasses,
nodding.
like look at Midnight.
You have a very firm grip, Midnight.
No
Everybody
comment.
It's inside. It's like, okay. So, I've been meaning to tell you. It's like, yes, Krieg, those red ones are on sale. You should look at those ones. I've been meaning to tell you. The sleepless sands are not our only concern right now. The Order is facing a much more intangible threat. Some of the Order, apprentices, and even to your level, Ammon, have fallen asleep and not woken up.
Excuse me?
Mm,
They have been sleeping for up to 6 cycles. I think a cycle is every 2 months, basically.
Coma state? Are they like? Are they dying? Are they okay? Like, health wise? Is it just that they can't wake up? What do we know?
yes, that was something I was going to inquire of, as I am very well aware of how dream things work. Sometimes not everything is as fantastical as it may seem.
It seems quite fantastical, as far as we are concerned. There is I hazard to call it anything else, what appears to be a tear in space in our medical chambers, that it continues to grow. It took not an inconsequential amount of tear energy to hold it back, and now we are running on our last rations, Ammon. We need you all to close this, or we will have to take drastic measures against the Order. Maybe put them down. For their good and ours.
You're saying kill the ones that, or put down the ones that Are Comad, then?
We worry that it's more than a coma. We think they are locked in nightmares. We have reason to believe that is a tear directly into the worst.
I'm just gonna kind of look at Cash for a second and then look back to Naya. We have experience with something similar, I suppose.
And when nightmares was mentioned, his ears just went straight back. Hmm. If that is truly the case, then I'm sure we can find some way to remedy the situation.
She clears her throat and she's like, yeah, of course, I would expect that you might. We've seen some of you do very similar
Hmm.
in our dreams. I mean, we know you full well.
Unfortunate, and I would like to apologize for that. That is quite unfortunate.
By all reports, Midnight, you have fought these creatures of nightmare creatures plenty of times. If one were to step out of the dream and say, you could protect us, of course.
I mean, I did fight the nightmare version of Cash and did pretty well, I think. And then I would just smile at Cash under his mask.
Despite the constant smile on his face, Cash just gives Midnight this like side-eyed glare, like don't.
And
He is
Vulpa,
seething currently. Thank you, Midnight.
and Naya looks up to Vulpa with just like starstruck eyes looking at Vulpa. I've read reports that you are the most decorated dreamwalker in the Echo. I can't believe we got you at such short notice.
Well, who did you get that from again?
It was in our report. Peanut sent these
Peanut, I don't.
months ago when we asked. As for
Oh well, yeah. I could certainly see what is up. It's nothing out of the ordinary.
we've never met the foxes like you, and just you say it's warm here. We're very excited.
It's a little bit, not little colder than here.
Krieg, can you roll me 2d20 to see how like well you are bargaining with all of the people here?
Sure.
Yeah, Krieg, you got a leg up on these guys.
And getting what trinkets I can, and then seeing if I can't make connections to make it easier for my future residents here. If I get recommendations, maybe I can make it easier to get a place.
It's like, of course, of course. It's like, okay. Are you getting a really good deal, or are you buying them off? Like, are you using your money to just overpay for things so that they put in a good word for you?
Well, I did hear earlier today that a lot of gold was needed, so if I could flood the market a little bit, maybe, plus I can get some recommendations, why not?
Absolutely. So, one of the foxes is holding up like very nice, cleaned off fabric. He's just like, and this is ancient, my friend, ancient. You see here? You see here? This is not dye. Actual blood. Actual blood.
Actual blood, you say?
Blood of the ancient vampires. It's like once ruled the Sanguine Sands as an empire. We're poised to take over the entire Echo, I hear.
You don't say. Well, what about that
Oh.
other one then?
That back there, that is a helm of a true vampire priest.
Yes.
You see here? Actual salt. Salt pressed so fine, harder than iron. It's like, I see you have impeccable taste, Mr.
Vernix. Here's my
Vernix.
card.
It's like, I am Calthil.
Nice to meet you, Calthil. These are quite the items there.
So? So, Calthil offers. So we have.
You have
Mr.
silks, you have the helm, and I
Yeah,
gave them my
silk.
business card.
Helms absolutely takes the business card. It's just like, oh, are you in imports yourself? Would you say?
Yeah, I'm importing things and I'm exporting other things for my wife. You know.
What a pleasant surprise to see a bunch of you here.
Ah, fuck. I mean, what? Oh, it's just her.
that woman.
Never mind. Do you have any weapons? So I kind of just glance over, and then kind of glance back to what I was doing.
I see we have, let's see, the doctor, the entrepreneur, the mongrel, the illusionist, and then she turns to Ammon, and a runt.
And then I see we have the crazy. Is it what you're going by now?
Listen, I don't have time to deal with all of you. I need answers, and I don't know what your business is here, but I don't have time for whelks. I'm here for the fated, and she has something that belongs to me. So you, she points to the proprietress. Information.
Calthal raises his hands. Is like, oh, yes, lady. Mistress I bring the storm. If I am correct. How can I help you?
The fated. She found it convenient to blow a hole in the side of my ship and take something that belongs to me.
I've gotten a couple of shipments recently. What is the artifact that I am looking for? I might have purchased a thing or two from
Somewhere.
the crew.
It is so she holds up her hand and kind of grips it tightly into a fist. So you can hear the crinkle of the leather of her glove, like with how tight she's holding it. It is a ring beset with green jewels and is a symbol of sovereignty.
Let me see here. And you
Sure.
all see Calthal like shuffling through many boxes, trying very desperately to find this.
All right, can I help him since I want to, be seen as a nice guy? So, Kira, I'll help you. You got a lot of boxes back there, so let me just jump back there and help you out.
Okay, many hands, many hands.
I got lots of hands. Like, I start rummaging through everything and trying to help her.
Pardon me, whomever the hell you are. Sorry, I am terrible with names when the time truly comes. Are you sure you didn't just simply lose it? It is a ring after all.
This is not something you simply lose.
Oh, I'm sure.
Also, given it is the only thing missing, a symbol of my power, after we are bring the ship around, and you can kind of see like the ship comes in, just kind of peeking through the rooftops, and there is a huge smoldering hole in the side, and it looks like a couple of my crew are working on it.
I mean, given from what I have heard of one's prowess, it is quite incredible that someone was capable of doing such a things to whatever the hell you go by.
You're trying my patience.
Yes, and it also wouldn't kill you to say just a little, just please, to get what you want. And as he's been saying this, he's been just politely, not so politely, lighting a cigarette. Just eyeing Ibring.
Cash, this isn't the time to antagonize. As
I'm not
rude as she has
antagonizing.
been to someone who has helped her,
Oh, yes, it is true. But I'm not truly antagonizing. Just remember, one's manner sometimes does count.
Listen,
this
I
ring
doubt you
is
have the ring here, so the more pertinent thing, the fated. Where does she sails her sand skiffs around these sands? Where does she park it? Where is her hideout? Where is her lair?
Sounds like a question for you, Ammon.
Does someone even know who the fated
I
is?
should ask this of you,
Oh, you
Runt.
live here.
Rumor has it, there is a fabled fortune teller on her crew. You don't happen to, and she prods you directly in the chest, know anything about that?
I can't say that I do. The storm. Not quite sure what you're implying.
You mean Shy?
Fuck.
I heard Shy was working with the Fated. Oh my god, did she join the Pirate Queen crew?
Shut up.
She's so cool.
Shut up.
And does a little spin, and like you see her pull out of like one of the glyph advertisements from underneath her cloak, underneath her like robes, and hug the if you need a good looking for lost items or lost loves, contact Shy. And then not a phone number, but in Nefraet-ka, there is definitely a vibe number. You know what I
You
mean? Like you
say
can contact each other basically through dreams, Amon. Not and it uses power, the same power as the Tears of Fate, but it is used in such a just walkie-talkie way.
This
you say
doesn't prove
Shy
it.
is a guy?
You know, that's brings a wonderful point. Maybe you should go harass Shy. I hear there, and he kind of grits his teeth. Fantastic.
Oh, she is.
Well, hold on. I'm still trying to find Shy. So she's been missing for a while.
This
So
is why
you do know
I could
something.
never work with you people legally.
Both of you know something.
I know she has what I want.
Then in that, I suppose we are aligned.
If you find her, could you get her to sign this?
Amon's gonna step in between Naya and Ibring.
Is this fortune teller one of yours?
Not personally.
She's the
Mhm.
best.
Is there a picture of Shy on this flag?
I. Oh. That, she is a beautiful sphinx. Very similar to Nyx, but younger. She leans into the pop star vibe of like if she has floating hands, they are doing like two peace signs on the thing.
So she's not like quite as hokey, but it's kind of giving a little bit of like Madame Cleo, as in like the celebrity aspect.
That is 1,000% Shy. And people eat it up. Everybody in the city eats it up.
Mhm.
So Ibring is going to seize the flyer from Fia?
Yeah.
Nia, excuse. Kind of scan it up and down, grit her teeth, kind of huff, and then shoot one more look back at Ammon and just be like, if I find you knew something and you have held it from me, and it would have aided in the recovery of my things, I shall be back, and I will be tenfold stronger, with what is rightfully mine back on my hand, and it won't end well for you, Runt.
Always a pleasure to see you.
And she's gonna immediately, one of the harpoon skiffs or harpoon platforms is gonna just nonchalantly, I don't know if any of you are gonna jump when it makes its thunderous impact, but it's like 2 feet away from her and she does not flinch at all, steps right on it, and just immediately catapults back into the sky.
Well, she was lovely.
What an absolute delight.
Bitch.
Did we find anything? Or did I stall long enough?
Oh yeah, I think you guys just stalled. He was just hiding behind the counter.
Perfect.
And I
Yes,
think I was beginning to like her.
it's best that we don't associate more than we have to with the likes of that one.
Did they really blow up a hole in the ship? That's kind of funny.
It is absolutely quite funny.
Honestly, the best.
Cash
I
has been
guess that's a
talking, you
deja
just see a
vu.
hand on him on shoulder, just to give him like, "Are you okay?"
Oh, perfectly fine. Just gonna turn to Nia. Sweet baby girl. We don't.
Do you think she's actually gonna get Shy's autograph?
You
No.
know, you. She's just gonna pat her on on the top of the head, just like you are such a bright and shining star.
Partly dim one.
I had to panic and like write in the chat the tone of them meeting Ibring, because I was just like, I would have told you guys at the beginning if I knew that Ez was gonna show up, because I would have been like, hey, you guys should act this way towards them, or at least
No one
lean.
expects the Ez.
The
No
reputation.
one
That was
ever
so
expects the
good.
Storm Queen.
That
I'm
was
sorry,
so
whoever,
good.
whatever her name is.
The reputation of the storm going and like around the echo is a big
Murder hobo.
murder conqueror.
Okay.
Like, she is not murdering just anyone, but she will show up. She has shown up to each of the towers that were once Alto and has taken it back. And if they weren't willing to give it back, she took it. Like the crime family that had set up in the one with the near the Vorpal Sea, they're gone. Like, the crew just murdered them.
Well, all right.
Those people with all the incredibly pretentious names.
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Well, Mr. Shopkeeper, I'm sure that's enough excitement you've had for one day. Why not call it an early day and then, go take a nap?
You know what? I think I'm gonna close up shop.
Hey, let me know when you get more of that silk in there. Kind of finger guns.
Finger guns back. He's just like, oh, you know what? If you're looking to set up like just a little trade situation, maybe you and me can make a deal. I can set something up with the per diem.
That'd
Do you
be
have
great.
a lawyer I should contact?
I do have lawyers, yes. Ones that'll work with me, maybe.
Please don't ask me.
Conveniently, I happen to have one right here.
I am in hell.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
You know what? You know what? Yes.
Roll me
accurate.
2d20. Roll me 2d20, Vulpa.
The best
Yes! Lawyer tag for Vulpa.
Who better to have as a lawyer than an illusionist, right?
I'm crying.
My
Yeah.
lawyer
No.
Vulpa over
This
here.
is a temp tag, Vulpa. You can but you would hold on to this one until the end of the Sanguine arc, until the end of the Fated arc.
Yeah, it's just gonna like
You
nudge Midnight, being
are
like,
a
"Thank God he's
lawyer."
not asking me. Thank God he's not asking me."
And you can use that tag exactly the same way Cash uses lawyer tag. Oh, no, different. You have to use it in your own flavor, but I mean to the same level of power. You have lied you being a lawyer into existence.
Yeah, here's my card. She just hands the,
Tell your
the
friends.
business
God,
card.
what does your card look like?
It is actually just one of Cash's business cards, but
You don't
His
have
name
business
scratched
cards.
out with Vulpa written on top of it.
I am in hell.
Isaac Wicklaw.
So we have the 3 legitimate lawyers and then the Saul Goodman. All right.
I'm as good a lawyer as any.
Yeah.
2 lawyers that passed the bar, 1 lawyer that turned the bar into a origami saw, and the other one that just says they passed the bar.
Well, if I didn't pass the bar, I wouldn't have this legitimate looking certificate.
Look how shiny it is. That's how you can tell it's legitimate.
Is that
See,
how we
it
can know that
glows
you're a
with
legitimate god?
geomantic magic.
Ta-da.
Naya looks over at Vulpa, and she's like, you're also a lawyer. I can see that so clearly. I don't know why I didn't see it before. Huh. You travel with some amazing people, Ammon. Can't wait till I start to go on my own adventures. I'm gonna find Sherry, we're gonna hang out. And we're gonna find Shy, and we're gonna hang out.
That doesn't sound... I would do some readings on that, my darling, please. Just make sure that is exactly what is fated for you.
Right. Well, you get together with some of your friends, and then if you need anything, my lawyer over here will be happy to help you without any of the details.
As you walk further through it, and it's like that scene in the market took a little longer than I expected, but all
Great,
right,
though.
absolutely. We are outside this the Temple of the Order. Midnight and Cash, but Midnight for this part of it. Midnight, your hackles are up immediately. There is a predator in there.
You're definitely right to call us. You could definitely sense something here.
You're stronger than it, right, Midnight?
Yeah, what would you
If
roll
I'm
to
being
find out?
honest, I'm not actually. I think what's going to say, to be honest, I'm not actually stronger than most things I fight. I just happen to be better. But yeah,
Go
it's all
ahead.
to find out.
I mean, isn't
My
that just
apologies.
isn't that just the basics of fighting?
A 12, okay. So lesser, you know that whatever's in there, you are getting senses flashing in almost like a daydream that you can't control. Like a day nightmare style thing. There's a flash of a vision. You're strong enough to deal with it and you are ready enough. You are ready for it. But you see something that is fanged and monstrous. It is also fanged and aerial. Those are two tags that you learn.
Hmm.
Sorry about this card one.
Yeah, I should be getting a
To
vibe
answer
from
your
this as well.
question, not necessarily.
Go ahead.
No, yeah, like what were you
To
saying?
answer your question, not necessarily. You could be strong, but inexperienced. But this thing has. This thing is going to be flying. We're going to want to do some range tactics here.
I've got a shotgun. We can shoot things.
I throw cards.
Vulpa can kind of snaps his finger, throw magic at it.
You know what? Close enough.
And what were you asking, Cash?
Just what does he get any feelings from it on a different level?
When you are made aware that there is a creature there, you roll me a Dreamwalker to try to.
Sure. Do I just roll the one for the Dreamwalker?
If you want to just one, if you're just rolling it raw, but if you want to use a tag point, you get to roll 2.
Yeah, then I'll be using Dreamwalker 1.
Lower success, limited success, but still a success, very similar. It is a nightmare, and every once in a while you feel it peeking into the real world. It's like it is not here yet, but it is exponentially getting more and more powerful beyond that door. The door is holding it in. Opening the door is not a risk this one time, but you can tell if it opens again and this monster is not dealt with, or is not, the seal is not closed, or the people have not stopped dreaming, then you will be releasing this thing onto the entire city.
Hmm. Well, looks as though we must tread with far more caution than some of us normally do when dealing with things in situations like this.
I'll be fine.
I'm sure you will.
Naya looks over at Krieg and jumps again. It's like, you're still here, Mr. Vernix?
Yeah,
He
I'm
just
not
kind of
gonna
shows
go
up.
in. I'm not gonna let them go in and fight without me.
I do warn you, this is going to be a battle of the cerebral.
I'm gonna walk up to her and I'm gonna grab her hands, all nice, like, "Don't worry, I'm gonna be here for my friends. This is the least I can do for them."
Mr. Vernix, if we make it out of here, I am also gonna put in a good word for you in the with our bureaumancers. You know what? We need more merchants like you in the city. You're such a
I'm-
great man.
I am only here to help.
Uh,
Wink.
Cash, not to steal your catchphrase, but I am in hell.
Yes, we are.
I don't think we are. I think this is Sanguine.
It's a figure of speech, but alright.
Don't worry, Nia. We'll save the day. Also, here's my
Yes.
business card.
That is the guarantee.
Just another Tuesday.
But it's Wednesday.
Exactly.
We gotta name these days.
It's more like a
Hey, Mom.
Monday, and I hate Mondays.
So you all step into what appears to be the medical chamber of this shrine. There were other rooms of the shrine that weren't super important to see right now, but imagine hand motifs, sculptures of hands made out of gold, resonating like a tuning fork, almost like what's the word I'm like a constant white noise song situation. Upon walking in here, Ammon, your eyes begin to glow, free of you using your powers. Naya feels lighter as well. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ammon.
It's just a
You can and Midnight and Cash, you can feel the dream energy around you. It's like you feel in the state of controllable daydream. That was what it feels like. As you walk through, it feels like you are a half second behind yourself. Vulpa and Krieg, you feel fine.
How is his shadow moving, since it already stutters a bit behind him?
It's following the one a half second behind. The one in front does not have a shadow.
Okay.
See, Vulpa, everything's fine. Except for that giant crack in the wall over there.
Well, yes, that is not fine.
Hold that shut, and we're good.
And these guys laying down are the ones in comas. Does someone recognize anyone?
Probably. You can give them names if you'd like to.
When the DM turns the question on you, come up with a name in 30 seconds.
Oh no, Jim!
Paul, and Paul!
I'm on. Just gonna look at the one right there. She's like, huh. Aya, she's. What is she doing here? I thought she'd be okay.
It took the strong and the weak, the new and the old. Went so quickly. It was all of them struck down. These three the longest. It happened right around, canonically, last October.
Ash just coughs.
An interesting timeline.
Can Ammon use dreamwalking just to get a like tag to just kind of get a vibe of their like how they're doing mentally?
Absolutely.
Two d20.
2d20 for sure.
God.
Krieg
Oh.
can ignore that for you. Krieg is an officer.
I am a senior officer, apparently.
Oh, senior officer, of course. You get
Oh, so-
2.
Yes. So since I have 2, I'm gonna let that one go, since I only have 1 now. So it's a
How does-
16.
How does Krieg How does Krieg being an officer in here get Ammon back on track?
Well, Amon is clearly shaken, seeing Aya supposed to be here. Plus, the whole vibes seem to be affecting those more than the rest of us. So while Amon is kind of shaking on her feet, I'm just gonna jump up on her shoulders and then what works for my wife when she's upset is I just start patting her head, and then that works. So you now have a gecko giving you head pats, and that makes you feel better.
Krieg has soothing head pats. Okay, yeah. This desert cat, Aya, who is definitely very similar to Zauseth, where she is only 2 feet tall, itty bitty. Like, she does a light purr for a moment, and in that moment, Ammon, you can tap into her dream. Like, in that one moment of peace, you fall into a dream space. And
Oh.
Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, oh,
One second, let me get the map switched.
The
And you
healing
feel
hand.
it. It's such comforting hands, the hand of capitalism, really.
Well, they're so soft and squishy. There's nothing hard about these hands.
Also quite cold to the touch because capitalism.
Never worked a day in his life kind of hands.
They're so smooth, no calluses whatsoever.
Hands that have never even heard of calluses. Nobody can speak the word near them. But anyway, here's what, Ammon, it is a beautiful sight inside Aya's dream. Except for that giant nightmare sphinx charging at you at top speed. It's moving like a bullet heading straight at you.
I see. Gonna close off that and jump back out.
So how'd it go?
Oh, fine. Rainbows and roses everywhere. No, there's a giant fucking monster.
Hey, don't say that next to midnight.
It slams against the rift in the middle of the room. Everyone hears shaking, and you see a blue claw slice its way through there as it begins reaching out. It gets repelled.
That monster.
That one.
Oh, I see.
Do you think calling it a good kitty might fix the situation?
Does it work for
we
you?
can try.
It did once.
All right.
Well, that's good enough plans for me.
So we have
That
a
was
small
no.
basis.
Diplomacy,
I think-
calling a good kitty. Second, shoot its brains out. Third, midnight just attacks it.
To say, I think the correct plan of action here is to jump into the dream and kick its ass.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Sure.
Who wants to go first?
Midnight's not even going to say anything. He's just going to step forward and start walking towards the dream rift.
Cass just puts a cigarette out. Okay. Just follows after midnight.
Ammon's gonna follow after Cash and just keep a close eye on him.
Vulpa's gonna pick up Krieg and follow after them.
And I cock my shotgun. Okay, let's go kill a mythical beast.
Naya's just like, all right, yeah, I'm not. I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna wait out here.
I would expect that from you.
If you were going to follow us, I would have told you to stay.
Yes, this is the situation best left up to just a couple of professionals.
Prepare the feast for when we come back gloriously well done.
Yeah, all right. So, all of our Dreamwalkers and Midnight. Let me actually bring up yours real quick.
All the professionals, and then Krieg.
So, Midnight, you rolling Shadow makes sense here if you wanted an extra die. Cash rolling Dreamwalker, Vulpa rolling Dreamwalker, and
And I roll
Ammon rolling
elemental.
Walker makes perfect sense for all three of you. Do you? Okay, we did imply that gold helps you do this.
I am an elemental of the world, so. You know. And what are elementals if not mana beings, right?
Absolutely. For this one, we are not looking for the highest among all of you. It is a tricky thing, the way that you are all just walking through this into 3 separate people's year-long nightmare that has forged this creature. Heads up, this is the hardest version of this monster the way that you're fighting it right now. Just putting that one out there.
Great, we're in high rank, guys.
I mean, we're in control of the dream. We're great, perfect.
Yeah,
What kind of
that is what
boomstick?
these rolls are for. As you walk into its territory. So, take as many dice as you think you could, you deserve. Well, not deserve, but like how many like you're willing to spend your tag points for. And let's see how it works out.
Just to double check, I forget if it was decided if I have the Luna tag.
Yeah, Luna tag for sure.
Yeah, so I'll spend 2. 1 for Shadow,
Alright.
1 for Luna.
Okay, alright. Let me ask you a question. You could treat this as an attack. As like asserting your dominance in this nightmare. Do you want to roll a d10? Do you want to roll 2d10? Or do you like how many of which dice do you want to roll?
Oh, I'll do all the dice into accuracy just because to get in there first.
Alright, absolutely. So give me 5, 5, 12. So yeah,
Oh, go ahead.
you pierce your way through. Are you using your Pond of the Orb? Just making sure.
Not for this.
Alright. As you pierce the veil, you feel your presence attracting this beast as predator to predator. Like, it recognizes you as a threat. And as such, you feel it reach out as an attack towards you. You give me 1d10, I'm rolling 1d10. It's gonna deal 5 to you. Oof.
Yo, points on the board.
What about passing through hurt? What gave it the upper hand?
I think the fact that it's multiple people's nightmares is just kind of synchronizing himself with all 3 of them is he's not used to doing this yet. So just going through it, he was channeling his shadows around him. It was fluctuating way more than what it was just too unstable as he passed through. And by the time he actually got a handle of it, that's when the attack was coming.
Like turbulence, you think? Like,
Yeah, a bit of turbulence, yeah.
did Midnight see flashes of any of his own memories caught in that? Or is it just other people's Are you used to your own nightmares? Like,
Oh, Midnight has a recurring nightmare that he is very long used to, so it was mostly the others.
alright, Absolutely. All right, you other Dreamwalkers, you're up first. Give me your rules to get in. Next up was
you-
Cash.
Yeah. I'm contemplating doing something, but I know it will be negative no matter what happens. Is rolling with both Dreamwalker and Notorious.
Yeah, you
Since
absolutely. Wait, Notorious is your flaw, correct?
yes, with
Um,
with the flaw.
when we are gonna want to, when you're rolling flaw, you don't get to use any of your other tags. Your flaw takes over.
Oh, okay. Let's still be rolling with the flaw since, as much as he wouldn't like to admit it, he has some experience attempting to do what they are doing now.
All right, yeah. So give me 2d20 and we'll take the lower. 18 and 13 is hilarious,
Yes, it is.
but you're still successful. You arrive. Oh, if you hold on.
How does a notorious campman arrive?
Well, I mean, I have a few thoughts on how that would look
Yeah.
to everyone
Ooh.
else.
I like
Yeah,
what he just
it
did.
is that
Yeah.
yeah. Thank you, Alan. I appreciate that you understood. That as he's passing through it, he changes to the boogeyman.
Yeah. So you feel another voice, another you take over. Like you see Midnight, you recognize him, ally. You recognize the creature as what was once an ancient god. Like Ammon, your people would have told stories about him. Like this creature exists because so many kids fear it. This is being given. It only exists in the dream right now, but it is trying to get out. I just have it called the Dream Sphinx in my head, but like I want to give it a better name. Let's see if it survives.
We'll name it after we're done.
But could you roll me a d10 against my d10? Like this is the damage. It deals 8 to you, and that could just and you deal 8 right back.
That rocks.
Alright.
He's just eyeing this thing with his visible eye. It is quite cute that such a creature is such a creature is just lurking here.
The boogeyman looks at Midnight. Midnight and the boogeyman look at Elder God of fucking nightmares.
Don't take this in any other way that we are actually allies in this scape, wolf. Still feel very many negative things about you.
Well, now you know not to underestimate me.
You contracted now, is that what's going on?
Ammon, you're next to pierce the veil into this dream. It is easier for you. You already did it once, so you may take an extra die on top of whatever tag points you want to spend.
Pierce the veil into the shadows.
I'll go ahead and Dreamwalk again. So that's 320.
You can either do 320 or you could do 2 20s and 2 10s.
Do 2 20s and 2 10s.
Alright, give me those 2 20s. Yep, that's sick as hell as you just
Hell yeah.
gloriously make your appearance and deal 20 damage to it, and it takes nothing. What does that look like?
Oh, I think Ammon is 100% showing off for for oh, I've already blinked on her name.
Naya?
Naya. Whoa. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so as he like she walks in just very like badass, just already throws like cards out as he's walking through and just barrages the creature.
A full house.
A full house.
It is roaring and it is screaming words that these three people are terrified of hearing in their dreams. Like, you're worthless, you don't matter, like, nobody loves you, you don't have any friends. That's what its roar sounds like. But I imagine one of your cards hit it, like, dead in the mouth, and it's just gagging on those words as you pierce the veil and, like, get into this dream.
Shut the fuck up.
This is hilarious, Vulpa. You don't have to roll because Ammon opened the door for you.
Yeah, gonna rub Krieg for good luck, and we're gonna walk in.
Hey now.
And
If you
I'm
guys
gonna need your
want
gold.
to make, if you want to make an attack, you do have to make that roll though. But even if you roll a 1, you're in here, and Naya firmly believes that you're a dreamwalker.
You got it, right?
I think. Let's see. I think she's just going to kind of step a little bit away from the group, just because, like, they're all three of them are very flashy, drawing attention. And she's going to, I guess, like, just kind of start investigating what, like, around, trying to like look for the, like, connections that's actually making to these people. Like, if she can try and find that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll me Dreamwalker. Or anything else if you want. Oh, you can probably roll Manipulator for this.
I think, yeah, I think she's gonna probably do both of those. Two tags.
Alright. For sure.
Are you one of them separate, or?
Roll me 3d20. You don't have to worry about the effectiveness for this one. 16. For sure. You see. And it's so, like, the idea that you don't actually have Dreamwalker, but it's working for you, makes sense in dreams. You can see almost a siphoning of energy from all three of these people. It is the thinnest veil of liquid. Like, it is so thin, it might as well be mist, but even thinner than that. That is what is, like, being fed from these people into the dream. You can follow it back to their minds, and it's being pulled out of their physical bodies. Like, this is the liquid from around their brain, basically. That is, like, aerosolized into this point, being pulled in. And it's building up like a big cloud.
You find anything, Vulpa?
Yes. It's definitely siphoning, I guess, their brain juices.
First off, gross. Second off, can we stop it?
Maybe. If we can cut off the flow, possibly. I mean, preferably not without, we don't want to kill them.
Oh, of course not. How would we do that? Do we just like turn the valve off? Do we start poking it?
I was thinking about using some scissors.
Okay. Do you want me to cut it so you don't hurt yourself?
Yeah, sure. She'll like hand like a little pair of scissors that she keeps for cutting like the marionette strings off the
Alright.
Krieg.
Okay, hold me out there and then tell me where to cut.
And then she just holds him up.
That conversation happening in the corner, cut back to the other three. You three are in a Castlevania, the Netflix version, the first season.
Oh my god.
Style fight with a sphinx, and it's been happening the whole time they've been having that conversation. The boogeyman is there kicking ass. Midnight and Ammon throwing cards, flipping through the air. Whatever weapon that you would have in your dreams, like whatever you can like lock with yourself, that is in hand. Fight this sphinx. I'm gonna roll against all three of you to see. Like the first one is we're going from Ammon, Cash, Midnight. That's what these 3d20 are. So the one against Ammon was a 5, complete whiff. The one against Midnight was an 8. Like it's got a tough choice. We'll get to that in just 1 second. And the one against Cash was that 15. It looks at you, Cash, or it looks at you, the boogeyman, and rends its claws like through your ragged jacket. Like it feels like when it pulls through what would have been like gashes that would have torn Cash completely apart, like, you know, insides outside style. It grabs onto your inky essence and pulls, and you feel it like rip a little, but it is not lethal to you, because what is lethal to you? But I do warn you, this thing eventually could get lethal. It deals D12 damage whenever it hits. 6.
Would it be at all possible to potentially counter, or as it has him attack it back since it's close?
You could do that on your turn for sure.
Okay.
But counterattacks require it to at least roll a tough choice. Speaking of Midnight, you see it, one of its one of its arms raised and slashing through the boogeyman and pulling the black tendrils aside. I was like, in that moment, its head turns and faces you, and a bolt of fire launches from its mouth, bright red as the sun over the Sanguine sands, heading straight for you. Here is the tough choice I want to give you. You can get a natural 20 on your I will give you a 20 on your next roll and allow you to put tag points in it to raise your damage. As many I will let you put your tag points as long as it makes sense.
Okay.
To get that many 10-siders. But you have to eat this fireball straight to your face and just go through it anime badass style. Or you can easily dodge it in preparation to do an attack. Like you see the boogeyman lining up an attack.
You don't have to go any further. Do the fire and flames.
Let's go.
You had him at anime badass, I'm sure.
Ammon, that fireball was coming for you. Like, it was, like, there and you're flipping around, it's turned to look at you, it shoots the fireball, suddenly you have Midnight blocking that. He's going to take the entire explosion. It is going to do 1d20 damage to him.
Oh.
Oh my god!
I'm so nasty with the dice.
You're
I
gonna
rolled a
even look
nat
even
20,
more bad.
everybody.
Well, Godspeed, Midnight.
Midnight dying for Ammon would be so wild to Assyria.
He just got those clothes too.
Siri is not to die, but her boyfriend, on the other hand.
Ammon, you're really glad you have sunglasses for this. It's so
shit.
bright. It's like a supernova happens. Well, veiled sunglasses. I like it. I thought it was sunglasses.
It's so cute.
Midnight coming out of the other end of this fireball. Again, bright red fireball. You are singed. Your new outfit, like a bit on fire, just like looking straight down this thing's mouth. It is trying to recover in time to protect itself. It doesn't have the time. Which tags are you using to hit this thing?
So I just want to double check. Can we use tags from items?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
So I think-
weapon are you using?
I think he's using a combination of the Mimic Cloak and the Silver Sword, because basically, as he comes out of the flames, the Mimic Cloak is wrapping around his head and arms, a lot like the way that the Black Dog used to do, as he channels his shadow through it, beefing up his arm strength as he swings the Silver Sword, going straight for its face. I think I want to use Monstrous for the Mimic Cloak, Silver from the Silver Sword, Shadow, and I think those would be, yeah, those would probably be the main ones that would actually.
Huh? So 4 tag
Irrelevant.
points.
Yeah.
All right.
3.
3
actually.
tag points. So, all right. You hit this thing for 40. It takes takes twice what it did. Which that puts that up to I had the
Nice.
number. Was it 69? 69. Damn it.
Nice.
Nice. The dream gets really horny for a second. It's like somebody hit it. But what's the hit look like, Midnight? Like, we're all playing a lot of Monster Hunter. It's like you hit the weak spot move. What's that look like? Don't go inside of it, because it's still like you've heard it, but it's not like going inside of it dead, you know?
Yeah, I think basically just slices across its face, staggering it back, and as I come back down the other side, I just kind of even it out by slicing the other side of its face.
Are you turning this thing into the Joker? Do we want to know how this thing got its scars?
Midnight is how I got its scars.
That wasn't intentional, but yes, that's exactly what's happening.
You wanna know how I got these scars? A dog with a knife.
It's just that one like gif of the dog holding the steak knife in its mouth, like shaking its head. You want to know how I got these scars?
Or it's the dog from like Dark Souls doing like the dance.
Absolutely. All right. We see that happen. Cash and Ammon. Like, what's the next anime step that we're going through?
I would like to attempt the thing
I got something fun too.
that the boogeyman, ever being the being of nightmares and problems, would retrieve his journal, or his journal, and would attempt to do a binding agreement type ability, but instead of it binding it into place, it's basically like snaking its way into the like the nightmare magic, snaking its way straight into the cuts that Midnight is making with the hopes to trap this thing inside of his journal for later. Trying to get it as weak as possible.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me. Let's see. Yeah, I would say you could roll Dreamer, Lawyer, or Beeromancer. Or all three of those if you would like.
I'd roll 3. Let's go.
Alright, give me do you want, because this is a Dreamwalker thing and you are fighting a dream, you guys' natural effectiveness roll is going to be a D10 as long as you use Dreamwalker as a weapon in this state. So, how many D20s and how many D10s?
3 d20s.
All right, and so are you using 2 tags?
Yes.
Okay,
Dreamer and Lawyer.
Dreamer and Lawyer, go for it. Ooh.
Oh. Wait,
So
I have
last one,
my.
too.
All right.
Krieg does still have
Krieg.
another one.
I have a second one because I'm a senior officer for this game.
This is true.
Can I look back at what they're doing and be like, oh, that can't be good because it looks like whoever that was is that's the boogeyman. So I'm just gonna kind of stretch out one of my arms to try and help them out. So I'm very stretchy.
Alright, so here's as Midnight finishes his second cut, it flails and one of its wings goes to hit the journal out of your hand.
I have a better idea.
Cash, as it's on its way. So yeah, use your stretchy arm to stop that, or do you wrap your arm around Cash's waist and pull him in, or do you block the hit?
Let's yank him out of the way then. It's like, hey Vulpa, turn me around for a little bit. Let's actively participate before we go stepping. I'll just kind of yank the nightmare, boogeyman kind of backwards a little bit.
Alright, give me 1d10. Soap, or Cash, sorry.
This is when it works.
5, taking it up to 74.
Yeah.
All right, Vulpa. The boogeyman's fine. Let's go back to snipping.
It's like Krieg pulls him out of the way and then lets go and goes back to what they're doing. They just look at Krieg. One appreciates it, but don't touch me.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna give you a head pat right there. It's okay.
Mental note for later. The lizard goes next.
Lizards
All
go
right,
before
Ammon.
foxes?
You see Krieg Dalseem fucking cat the boogeyman out of the way of an attack. Midnight holding a silver sword, his mimic cloak, shadowy, mimicking eyes and teeth all over it. Are you using your mimic cloak instead of a cloak, but just around your arm?
It basically is wrapped around both his arms, just kind of adds some muscle and some enhancing his claws.
It's
Basically, just kind of making him look a little more demonic right now.
there's a really cool kind of armor that I saw a while ago, and I don't know culturally where it's from, so it's gonna be almost impossible for me to find. But it's just really, really big, baggy arms with almost wicker, and I think that's but imagine that kind of size, but also a living cloak looking at you and biting at you when you get close. That's what I'm picturing in my head. But also,
Sounds like a good
Helsing.
description. Bit of both of that, yeah.
All right, Ammon, you are in the perfect location. As you rain hell on it the first time with all of the cards, tons of your tarot cards are sticking out of it. You can easily pull them back to your hand to throw them again. if you want to. That's all. But
Can
the entire deck is in it right now.
can I do, because I know that I weave my tarot cards with traits and stuff. Can I draw 3 to weave into an attack if I spend 3
Absolutely.
trait points? Excellent. Okay, so Mon's gonna kind of like run and jump and attempt to pull 3 tarot cards out, and I'll just figure out which 3 they are real quick.
I do need to be clear that you all in dream space right now. So double jumps are on the table. Crazy anime shit is on the table. Vulpa's lies are all true.
Well, I never lie.
I mean, so far you've just been killing it this done.
Just so I can say it out loud, I have pulled strength, the Ace of Wands, oh sorry, I read that wrong. Sorry, the 9 of Cups. And the 2 of Swords. Okay. So I have my traits that I have to play with are luxury, confidence, and stalemate. So that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, weave me an attack out of those.
Got this.
Okay. I think I want to weave stalemate in a way that like pins him, if that makes sense.
Absolutely does.
So with the 2 of Swords throwing it out, that
Oh my
fell
God,
right
can
on
it
my
be
foot.
Oh no!
It's gonna be 2 giant swords falling down in like an X pattern, like over top of him.
Luxurious swords.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to with strength, with courage. I'm going to, I think, imbue Midnight with courage. What that does, I'll leave up to you. But I feel courage applying to Midnight would be great. And with luxury, I think how that's gonna work is
You give Krieg money.
I
Not even
think-
in your dreams.
I think the swords are of a very fine and like excellent quality and are going to be harder to remove.
All right, absolutely. Go ahead and give me. Do you want? So right now, I'm imagining you using 3 tags to do that, and 3 tag points to do it. Give me. Do you want the D20s, or do you want the D10s?
And are the d20s and 10s, is that rolling damage?
The D10s would be the damage. The D20s would be if you get a success, 2 of these are gonna work great. If you get a 20, all of them are gonna lock into place. If you get a tough choice, you're gonna have to choose which one, whether or not you've bound it, or whether or not the blades are like. You might have to lose luxury, you know.
Can I? Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to do the d20. So is that going to be 3d20?
It would be 4d20.
4d20, awesome.
Go ahead and ignore the first one, unless you roll 2 1s. The first one just counts as a failure.
A 13. Not bad.
13 is a lesser. Okay.
Can I play a category up?
Absolutely.
Bing.
Is it self-confidence? What got you there?
I think, like, I mean, this does go like very much against his flaw, but I think in this moment, Ammon is in his element. This is exactly where he feels the best at, and I think especially pulling that luxury, pulling the strength card. In fact, I think he's just kind of playing off of that vibe.
I mean, you did roll a 20 to get in here, so it does make perfect sense.
I am feeling like a badass.
You feeling yourself?
Don't feel yourself too much. We got a fight to go.
The swords cross above its head, like pinning it into the ground that is now there. It was nebulous a moment ago, but now it's slammed into place. It roars nightmares, screams, like some of the like absolute, like the things that make your mind cringe away. You don't want to hear them because they're so terrible. Babies crying, dogs yelping. And he's roaring that directly in Midnight's face. But before it could even take effect, Midnight, you feel a courage that it is not that you are not brave. You know now that there is nothing to fear here. That is what Ammon is granting you. You do now have the temporary tag brave for the rest of this one while you are here. And
Okay.
use it however you think you would use bravery. Okay, back to Vulpa and Mr. Vernix. Now,
Yep.
those energies are going back to all three of those people laying in bed, and you are looking down at them. Despite the fact you walked forward into this, you are in the above the clouds view, looking down at the room that you just left. Nia is looking up at you, and she gives you a little wave.
Wave back. Do you think this is a red wire, green wire situation, or do you think this is more of a cut everything?
So
You're the Dreamwalker lawyer here, so.
Yeah. Before we begin, for the record, none of this is going on the record. Understood?
You just said for the record. Oh, it's for the record. Don't put this on the record. Got it.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to try and cut these off and redirect them to favor us. We're performing, like a man in the middle kind of. You do dealings.
Yeah. Are we going to funnel them to us, or just funnel them so that they're not going to him?
Well, ideally, Ammon looks the most capable over there, but he's a little locked in combat. We can try to get him.
There are 3 of these people and then 3 people fighting, so maybe we put one to each person.
That's always a good idea.
Probably don't want to give any to that half cash over
no.
there, because he's probably bad.
Well, no, we probably should give it to. Well, yeah.
We can split that. We'll take that one. You can have it.
Okay.
Since I'm doing the risky business of cutting, I'm gonna have you do the risky business of absorbing brain juice. Does that sound fair?
Sure. I think I can do this.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want me to just try cutting willy nilly?
I'll point you out. I can see
Okay.
them, so we'll do that.
Okay. Tell me where to cut, and I'll snip.
Wait. Gold does amplify magic, right?
I believe
is that what we're going
yes. I believe that is what it was stated. Yeah, is that right now?
Gold not so much amplifies, but is the easiest thing to transfer magic between. It is the easiest of our metals to load with magic. Like if we have wires, they are made of gold.
Let's I'm the conductor in this situation.
Alright.
Yes,
Yeah, Krieg,
conductor.
you're gonna need to, I think, be a little bit more shiny, if that makes sense.
Do you need me more solid or just shiny?
Whatever, if you can be made of gold, that's great.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna need something to start it off though. So can I borrow some gold? Just kind of like jumpstart what's going on.
I actually don't. She mostly has silver. I actually don't know if she has gold. Do you have gold?
I don't have any on me. Hey,
Oh, this is a
Ammon
dream.
probably
Hold
does.
on, hold on. I'm gonna try and conjure gold and hit the dream.
Yeah, this is a dream. I can conjure whatever we want.
I'll
Okay, sure.
just try.
Roll me a Dreamwalker. Roll me 2d20 to see if you can just make gold appear. Yeah, yeah, you can.
It's like we're debating how to get gold
Dreamwalker of
into
the year over
Krieg. It's
here.
like, wait a minute.
Since this is a 20, can it be like I can take it with me?
That's a nat 20, everybody. Just I know it's just off screen for that. Yeah, absolutely.
Just conjures a gold
This is
bar
real
in her
gold,
hand
right?
and
You know?
just slaps it into Krieg, and then holds him up to the wires.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll just take all of this as he kind of rakes
Oh.
it into himself, and then be like, okay.
Ammon, you feel like a pull, like as you are trying to hold these swords into place, as the creature is still roaring and trying to like swipe at Midnight from underneath the swords. It can't move. Midnight, you're doing some crazy ass like ninja shit to this. It's looking awesome. Like Cash, like the book is working more and more. You can see the boogeyman's like, what do we call it? Fuck.
Scratch.
Yes, the boogeyman's scratch appearing all over its limbs as you are binding it. It's taking a lot, but it is working. But as you are doing this, there is a moment of hesitation, Ammon, as you feel, looking over, you see the tears of fate coalescing in front of Vulpa as it becomes a golden bar. Dream made real out of the tears of fate.
And then get sucked into Krieg.
That's what we
A
call
capitalist
oopsie.
spirit appears.
Of course it does.
Be careful what you're doing!
I know what I'm doing. It's gold.
Sorry, I haven't really done this in like decades.
Naya
does-
giving you a huge thumbs up, looking up into like the strange dream cloud that you are all in. It's like, oh my god!
Alright, time to cut and siphon. Let's go.
Okay. Stuck that capitalist spirit up, and then let's go.
The cold hand of capitalism is always so close.
So yeah, with the gold, Krieg,
Odd Gold Creek
pull
now.
on their dreams. Mind you, whatever dream that you are like replacing their nightmare with to then fuel these guys with dream energy is gonna be a capitalistic one.
Oh god.
Okay, what about we have them go into their, since Nefraet-ka is becoming more capitalist, what if we just be like they won the lottery and so they now have a ton of money to spend around and they get to go spend, like on a shopping spree.
That is a beautiful.
And then they end up at Krieg at Market Square. They're having a lovely meal and spending some time.
Oh my god, are you giving?
Are you sure I am truly a boogeyman in this situation? I think we're
Maybe.
seeing
I
something
trust
far
the-
worse than anything I could create.
I trust the boogeyman more right now.
I'm
Appreciates it.
helping.
Krieg, you can use whatever tag you want. You have 2d20 already. from the one from you did this, one from the golden bar that Vulpa just gave you.
All right. I feel like I should use elemental, rich, and then known since I'm making myself known in their dreams.
I 1,000% think all of those work.
So 3 plus 2 would be 5. Let me just take that down. All right. Let's see.
And that one's incoming.
I got 17, 14, and then 7, 8, 9.
Oh, I see a 19 on my screen.
I also see that, but if we look to the right,
Yep, I see it now.
Thank you, Roll20, for being a functioning program.
Well, 17 and 19 are both.
Yeah, 17 and absolutely. Yeah, what Vanax just said in the chat right there, dream ads, that is what is happening.
I feel like we talked about that last night.
One will reiterate, are you sure? I am currently the nastiest thing anybody has ever seen in their nightmares.
Ammon, you're already wearing a lot of gold, but like it's just so shiny, resplendent. But it also says Krieg's at Market Square across your collar. But you feel the power, like floating around you, like ion stones are new tarot cards. All of them just Krieg giving you a thumbs up.
so instead of the Empress, it's a Krieg. Instead of an Emperor, it's a Krieg. The tower, just Krieg.
I'm in fucking hell. Stop! What are you doing?
I'm helping.
It's
Very
going
panicked.
slightly different than anticipated, but it's working.
Midnight. Like, you feel it above, like another terror in the dream as a golden halberd falls from the sky into your hand. This weapon does 2d12 damage in service to capitalism.
Praise be my acolyte. Go forth and sow capitalism.
It also says, Krieg's at Market Square. Written in just bedazzled diamonds. Now, the boogeyman. So, I'm not going to be mean. I am going to ask you. I'm not going to just do it to you. So suddenly, all around your body forms a latex yet golden oyster costume that says Krieg's at Market Square.
And I counter that idea.
But it's so cool.
Lawyer just strikes that from
It
existence.
happens in the
casually.
moment, and that it just falls off. It just appears as like a golden hello nurse.
Yeah, we can do that.
One will not wear something so fucking tacky.
I do appreciate that even in your nightmares you have a fashion sense. Like, you can't just you gotta represent yourself better as a nightmare,
One
Real quick,
understands what.
I almost put Hello Nurse on the screen, and then I remembered Ammon had it's like things. So just
No, put it on. It's
imagine
okay. It's
that-
okay.
yeah, I'm okay.
I mean,
you
hello,
don't need
yeah.
to see it. Right, so with this gold coin right here is going to represent just a woman
Hello,
wearing a
nurse.
nurse outfit.
But a
But
gold
solid
nurse
gold.
outfit. There you go. Yeah.
It's still tacky, but one will accept this.
And it just says Krieg at Market Square.
Hello
Yes,
Nurse
yes.
brought to you by Krieg at Market Square.
It is Hello Nurse brought to you by Krieg's at Market Square.
Remember that 69 joke earlier? This is where that came from. Like, the sexy nurse has entered the chat.
This is why I prefer to use silver.
One will agree with you on that one, Fox.
And this is why gold conducts the best magic.
All right, Ammon, now with a golden tarot deck, and Cash with a golden minion, and Midnight with a golden halberd. This creature is struggling against its bindings, but it is still bound. Do not feel bad for it. This creature is naught but nightmares and loose magic.
Murder.
That is why one wants it.
Mhm.
The guild authorizes this hunt.
Fuck yeah.
So, Vulpa, does that mean we're done? We saved the day? Do you want some popcorn and a chair?
Well, I mean, you need to still stand there as like a conduit, because I mean, if you leave, well,
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't know what will happen if you leave.
I don't know where.
You might have to stay here for the rest of eternity. I'm sorry.
Shame.
Well, once this thing's gone, I can probably leave. Just gonna conjure up myself a chair since it's a dream, and conjure up some popcorn so I can watch.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you roll for those.
Okay.
You're just basically reaching into their like good dreams. And
They
like,
just
pulling this
purchased a new
stuff
Lazy
out.
Boy, and they just purchased a new tub of popcorn. 'Cause, you know, it's a shopping day.
Yeah, I mean, like they were, when somebody was planning on traveling the world and like they would go to see movies in Dyad. They don't know that Dyad was destroyed and no longer has a functioning movie theater. And you just like reach in, grab their popcorn.
All right, guys, go fight, win.
I will tell you right now, you are much stronger. This is still not over as a fight. That's
Oh,
how much
boy.
stronger this version is.
One will not take orders from the likes of a lizard.
So you're not gonna go
I can-
fight and win.
Oh, I will, just not because you said something.
All right.
Luxurious.
I'm regretting that card. And I was
No
hoping
way.
for some other things, like the tower would have been so fun.
You just drop an amalgamation of Ibrings killing ship on it.
Literally, that's what I envision as the tower in Ammon's deck, though.
Yeah, that works.
Based.
It's like, that's such a tower. With the hole in it and now and everything.
Alright, so what's the whole dream theater on this one, guys? What are you three attacking it look like? Is it a group effort? Is it like one followed the other?
I mean, it could be a group effort. One would be willing to cooperate with the likes of Lockstitch this one time. From one's old personal game, of course.
That sounds fine to me.
Let's do this.
I have confidence in you.
Hold on, fucking. Again, I can't stop envisioning this now as Netflix Castlevania fighting, and it's so good.
Oh,
Sponsored
that's what I
by
want.
Krieg's at Market Square.
Sponsored by Krieg at Market
Castlevania
Square.
sponsored. Legally distinct Castlevania sponsored by Krieg at Market Square.
What a foul night to have a nightmare.
I too, and like I know not everybody has the same level of imagination, but I'm seeing it as very much as a music video of the remix of the classic Castlevania 1 soundtrack. It's just like Midnight's running up these swords and like backflipping and bringing the halberd like point down on its head. That's just what I'm picturing. Especially the outfit really does it for me too, because it's so fucking raw dog. Raw dog's what we call the what's that? What's it called? Oh yeah, the O dog from Monster Hunter. How do you pronounce that, everybody? Is it
Odogaron?
Odogaron? Odogaron? I'm real bad at that one. So we just
Onigiri.
call it we just call it Raw Dog. Because in Monster Hunter
Onigiri.
World it was red.
Onigiri.
Onigiri is a choice.
It's also a food.
Man, I'm hungry.
Same.
Sushi after
Let's
this,
kill
guys?
this and get food.
Yeah, right? Let's kill this thing and get food.
At Krieg Market Square.
No.
We know where we're going.
Okay.
Falafel Papa Juniors for everyone.
I think I want to pull another 3 tarot cards and do that again because that was kind of fun.
Yeah, go for it.
Hell yeah.
I'm actually gonna roll. This is it trying to break out. It only gets one. Oop! It did not work. It like shakes at the at its confines and begins like trying to lash out and bite at you, Midnight. How do you dodge out of the way? Like, and is it effortless? Are you just like, what is your style of stopping this thing from hurting you?
I think at this point I'm just leaping out of the way, stepping on his nose, and standing on top of the blades.
Go midnight.
I can't actually grab your token because they're behind the swords. The swords are actually much bigger of tokens than they look. Oh yeah, Ammon's picking his cards.
So I got 6 of Wands, which is victory, 8 of Swords, which is entrapment, and 10 of Swords, which is defeat.
Ooh.
Very
Nice.
prolific.
Yeah, that seems pretty spot on. Okay, you all. You have your triple attack, the 3 of you, your delta attack, if you will. For this, you may all use the victory tag, the entrapment tag, and the defeat tag, as well as any of the tags that you have. It's like you all focus on your effectiveness dice as well, because you don't want to roll just a million 20-siders, because then you might get too many ones. So what? Oh, well, I want one 20-sider from each of you, and we will take the highest. Confidence is up. Got a 19 and a 2 and a 17.
I want to change mine to a 19 to tie with Cash.
Hell yeah.
Plus with confidence, that makes it like 20s, right?
Yes, with confidence, those will both become 20s. So, how many effectiveness dice do you want to use? And for each tag point, you are doing another D10. Actually, you're just doing another 10 damage because of the 20s. And that goes for all 3 of you. But tell me what it looks like. Sell me on it. It is trying to, like, paint me that mind picture. It is trying to rail out. Will get free of these confines before it's dead.
I at least know that if to lean on the temp card of entrapment, since the boogeyman is hell-bent on trapping this thing within his journal, would be also using Dreamer and Lawyer again to add more like stronger scratch. While he is doing that, he is giving it the worst nightmare smile to show it that that the boogeyman is truly the one in charge here. To be the bigger problem, or at least as big of a problem as he can be compared to Midnight and Ammon.
I think Midnight, for his part, he looks at the halberd for a moment, and I think the bravery that Mon gave him gives him a bit of confidence to say, Not this time, Great One. This one is for me." He'll toss the halberd aside, and he's going to jump down onto its back and try to wrap his shadows around it to try basically create a giant wolf's head. And basically I want to basically tug this between himself and the boogeyman like a wishbone, using a shadow, Cursebreaker, Luna, and Instinctive.
We have
Yeah.
Ammon.
And Brave, so that 5 points.
Okay, so we got 5, 2. And was it 3 that you said? Cash?
Entrapment, Dreamer, and Doctor. Not Doctor, Lawyer, sorry.
Ooh, okay. Alright, this is getting very interesting. And Ammon, you see these two. And Ammon, you're familiar with both Cash and Midnight. In this moment, it feels a little different. In this moment, like, there are 2 of your crewmates, well, 1.5 of your crewmates here, playing Wishbone on one of your ancient gods made nightmare manifest. How do you feel about this? What's going on in your head in this moment?
I think Ammon is going to pull onto the victory and defeat tags and just kind of step forward to face Setmeyer and kind of look to the creature and be like, he's gonna imbue the creature with defeat, so like debuffing it. And what he says is, God of darkness and nightmares brought down to a fucking story to make children behave. I hope that crushes your soul. And then with the victory, I'm gonna imbue Cash and Midnight with just more strength, like more power on them.
Absolutely. Okay. So, Midnight, you have 6d20. Cash, you have 4d20.
Raced.
Play that tug of war.
Oh, I hit the wrong one. My fucking bad. Fix
Midnight got 84. And Cash got 50. Midnight, you pull this creature into the cloak and you consume it. Black feathery wings sprout out of your back, made of shadow and nightmares.
That'll make Assyria happy. They can go on flying dates now.
You think hold on. You may use one second. Midnight, you may use your shadow tag to form these wings. They will give you the aerial tag for the rest of that scene. It costs 1 tag point to do it.
Okay.
Now you're afraid. God damn it! We definitely made it you into like somebody's other than you furry
Persona.
OC.
I'm not like other furries, guys. I'm a big wolf with rings.
Edgy wolf with wings.
It's just like my shadow eats people, and my wings are made of them. God damn it! We accidented into it.
My shadow consumes nightmares.
Yeah,
and I
jokes all
fuel
lovingly.
my wings with them.
Study the blade.
He's 1,000 years old and ancient, better at all the anime than everyone else.
He's got a girlfriend who's badass too, and he's not a loner like everybody says he is.
But still a loner.
It's all these friends and stuff, but he keeps to himself.
He's a lone wolf, as some would say.
He's got a soft spot though.
Heart of gold.
He's got a soft. He's got a lot of pets too,
Damn it.
though, guys.
He's
But he always
he's
shows
got a
that soft
kind,
side to
loving
his friend.
girlfriend too.
Taking care of all the plants.
There's a montage going on in the background of Midnight doing all of these things.
He only shows his girlfriend the soft side. Everybody else gets the cold, hard stare.
With love, completely affectionately.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, Midnight, if you ever
That's
want to
like-
start
that's
a
like
ghost-
if we know.
I just gave you these feathery wings, and now let's make fun of the story wall telling together.
It's like, hey, here you go. Now, fuck you. Look at you little nerd.
He's like, gee, you know what? You know what he doesn't look like? He doesn't look anime enough for this scene.
It's funnier because it's not like Midnight requested it. You
Right, that's exactly it.
I mean, you just put it on him, and then
It's like us all like together being like, you know what's really fucking cool? If we do this, and she's like, don't people like cringe when you do stuff like that? She's like, yeah, but let's make it a joke. We like it ironically.
It's ironic, yeah.
Hilarious.
Weeb, ironically.
It's you got Hello Nurse trying to drag it back so that it can get into the journal, and Midnight won by 34 points in this race, almost twice as eager.
Boogeyman is absolutely scouring. He's pissed.
I think I just have a smug smile at the Pokemon.
Eat shit, wolf.
Hey, Boogeyman, that's
What?
2 Midnight, 0 Boogeyman.
Shut the fuck up.
You'll get him next time, I'm sure, buddy.
One does not need to be pandered to.
Don't worry, there's always next time.
the Witcher need a coin.
Looking out like through the clouds that make up this dream as they slowly fade, you can see the 3 people in those beds start to wake up as you all just fade back into that room. Nia is like applauding, loves it. And it's just like celebrating it. Ammon, I didn't know you could do that. If we knew that you could do that, you'd be bigger than Shy.
I am.
Like, you should tell everyone. Like, you would get so many clients
I am not looking to monetize my craft.
Um, what were you talking about? Clients over there? Maybe we can help them on out. For the
No,
good of.
no, 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 no,
Amon
Don't worry,
has
I'll take care of it.
Amon
no.
truly has some very raw abilities that are truly his own, and is very unfair to him to even consider monetizing such things.
Yeah,
I
you
get
won't
tips
have
and
to.
alcohol.
Naya? Amon? Oh, where am I?
Hi, are you okay? How are you feeling? He's like completely like checking up on her, just like kind of parent looking over a child, just like, are you good?
I'm so hungry.
I've got
Do you,
some food here for you if you want.
do you guys know what a falafel popper junior is?
Dear heavens.
Hard cut. Like, now we just credits roll.
So I made some slight oopsies in the dreamscape, but you know.
All right, everyone. Let's start at the top. Alphabetically, we have obviously Amon. You used Dreamer, but I'm unsure if you did. You use Occultist? Yes.
Every time I
Yes.
use my tarot
Yeah.
deck, it's Cultist,
Yep.
isn't
You
it?
used all your tags multiple times because you
And
Except
you rolled
for
that
performer
20.
and yeah.
Yeah. Today was not a day for your insecure flaw. Today was secure.
Very secure.
Super secure. Look at that outfit. That's not. Those hands ain't going nowhere. Where would you like to put it? Dreamer or occultist? I would say dreamer because of how much you did today in the dream.
Plus, you have a
But
20
you
to
did.
use somewhere.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think putting the because this is going from Dreamweaver 1 to 2, right?
Have you put
Or
two
I'm
experience in already?
Hmm?
I only have
Oh no
one
no
in
no
occultist.
no. Yep, that's right. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm still learning this.
Yep, absolutely. This is just the first part of experience. You could like if you that 20 was for dreamer and you put your thing in, you are already 2/3 of the way into the next dreamer part. Is that what you'd like to do?
Yeah, I think I'd like to put it all in Dreamweaver.
Yeah, just really into that. We have shortened it to Dreamer right now, which can mean Dreamweaver, Dreamwalker, Dreamer. Like any of those things fall under Dream. But so if you see the sheet that we have right now, it'll say Dreamer. Yeah. Next, I gotta scroll way down, and we end up with Cash.
Scroll way down.
That was the joke. Is it Is it Dreamer or is it Lawyer or is it Notorious?
Dreamer.
Boogeyman kind of lost that on there, so.
Absolutely. So we got that. Go all the way down to Krieg. It's gotta be known, right?
Yeah, I mean, I just subliminally messaged at least 3 or 4 people to go buy my stuff, so.
Like, yeah, you are one of the most famous people in a town you just showed up to.
My first day here, and now I'm famous.
People can't stop talking about you. Literally, they all had you advertising in their dreams.
I'm gonna pop up a new store market here before we leave.
Just so we know, Ammon and Nia and Nyx are gonna have to fix this little problem once you guys get enough Tears of Fate back in order. Get the whole Oasis running again. You're probably gonna wanna stop Krieg showing up in everybody's dreams.
It's an oopsie daisy.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
I gotta
does
work on that one.
known upgrade something?
Yeah, I could have maybe use a different conduit, but yeah, it's fine.
Known
use
will
Op-
become something else after this one. This is the level 3 of it.
As soon as I buy enough of my stuff, they'll stop dreaming with me. You just have to get that certain tier, and then it'll just go away.
Oh my
Then they can
god,
pass it
that's
on
the
to someone
worst
else.
subscription system. You subscribe to keep like ad-free dreams.
Don't worry,
Invite-
we're giving everyone an ad blocker.
Invite
No,
10
the
friends,
wor-
and you can pass it along.
The
Don't-
worst thing
That's
is that we
painful.
were fucking joking about this last night in VC.
Yeah, well, his lawyer,
Yeah.
his lawyer made it work.
Look, the connections are no longer there. They'll naturally fade. I think.
Nix told me never trust Krieg, and yet this is what happens. This
Sound
is what
advice.
happened.
Sound advice.
I've done nothing wrong.
Midnight,
So we're lying today.
this is an easy shadow, right?
Yeah. I only used instinctive once, so yeah, this is easily shadow. Which would be a level up, I think, in the shadow.
Yep, that is 3 in shadow. And Vulpa, your third tag got
A lot
one
of 20s.
easy-
A lot of 20s for that.
It's only the first one that counts,
Yeah,
though.
but it's also I think the only tag I used.
You did use manipulator.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean-
you could level up your third tag easily, because that'll like the one experience will, and then you could put another in it again, or just put another in manipulator.
I mean, I'll probably just put it because I use most of my stuff. I would sell
Oh
it.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
You currently have the temporary
good
lawyer,
dreamer.
and are well believed to be the best dream walker in the world.
You're welcome.
Somewhere Cash's eyes are rolling painfully back at his head.
The thing is, you all saw them do it. No, you didn't. You saw them walk behind Ammon, who was doing it. That's
we walked behind Ammon, cut a few things in the air, and then Ammon just started glowing golden. You know,
I
it's
was
just
gonna
weird things
say
happen.
I didn't see anything. I was busy attempting to entrap a creature into my journal. I didn't see anything. and-
Ironically, Naya's probably the
Otherwise-
only one who noticed because she was watching.
You saw everything there. We're just helping Vulpa stay in the background by making sure only the impressionable Nia can see everything.
This sweet summer child.
Like, at least this will help me get my potential meeting with Shay. So, it's... she'll put a good word in for me, I think, if we can find her. And the storm doesn't kill her. Hopefully the storm does not kill her.
Oh, dude, I hope the storm kills her. Sets him on.
A little bit of bad
so
blood
excited
there.
about that. Like me and Nika, before this season started, like we, as the Pirate Queen thing, she said that she was gonna start ambushing me with the Pirate Queen showing up and like doing something. And I don't know when that's gonna happen because she has a bunch of private conversations with everyone. And what's funny is some of you are gonna know, and I won't know.
Get
And
ambushed.
that's the vibe. Every time we introduce them, like, they can just come into any of your games. That is, they are going to do that.
Absolutely wonderful seeing Ibring.
Yeah, that was amazing. I started shaking. I was like, yes!
I was also, but because I was actively talking back to her.
Yeah, I was like trying to hype myself up, so getting that adrenaline in to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna fight back a little. I'm gonna do a little pushback.
Oh, I just hid in the back and stalled.
Ammon puffs up chest.
The storm. I mean, who?
Then you got Midnight trying to make everyone play nice.
Cash, as your lawyer, I advise you
Yeah.
not to antagonize her more.
I do not want to hear anything about law from you, Vulpa.
What about
Politely.
dreams then?
Neither that either.
Obviously the best streamer in the world, so
I'm sure you feel that way.
Amazing, just lawyer and Dreamwalker, just like, just stealing everybody else's vibe.
Lawyer and Dreamwalker, while also the other lawyer and Dreamwalker just looking at her like, okay.
Excuse?
Let me just add shadow and known.
And it's just like,
Why take known when you could take rich?
Because I'm already rich.
cat, so
Are
imagine
we
how much
lying
Krieg
to
has to pay
ourselves
the
today?
best lawyer. So, thank you all so much. Like I knew today's game was gonna be wild. I very much liked it. You guys fucking all killed it, and we are going to play again tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, gonna be a Buck Wild game. So, thank you all so much for playing, and goodbye forever.
Goodbye.
Good night,
Goodbye.
everyone.
Through tangled paths and mysteries, working side by side, we weavers chart when none to be, sailing day and night. Luminaries chase the truth through boundless wisdom keen. Through tests and trials, they'll guide the crew to sights yet to be seen. Raise the banner, let it fly. United we stand tall. Our spirit bold and our courage bright to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Protecting all through strife and storm, seem guardians defend. Their mission pure, their promise sworn, steadfast till the end. Mysticians seek what lies untold, with spells of newfound lore. Lighting paths and opening gates to magic's very core. Raise the banner, let it fly. United we stand tall. Our spirit bold and our courage bright to answer echo's call. Adventure waits for nobody, so rally up the crew. Sailing towards our destiny, we know just what to do. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know. Spirits wake, hearts will grow. Lockstitch's name, the world will know.